What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Waifu Ju video, and today we are moving on from the top 10 list and we are moving on to the worst cards in the game. We're going to do two separate videos on this. This one is going to be the worst 99 overall cards in the game. Every card that is 99 overall, I went through, I looked them over, and these are the ones that I think are the worst for a variety of reasons that I'll let you guys know. And then we'll do another one that you'll see it. You'll see it. I'm not sure which is out first. Who's to say? But these cards stink, and I am excited to talk about them because I hope that you guys never use them unless you just really like this guy. Then by all means, but it's torture, just so you know. Okay. All right, so starting off the list of the worst 99s in the game, just so you guys know, they're not in any order. These are just, I saw them and I clicked them. It was that simple. All right. The worst 99s in the game, starting off with 99 overall, 300 strikeout club, Vita Blue. Vita Blue is absolutely a card that could be amazing every single year, and they don't do anything to help him out. He never gets outlier. He probably could. He already throws 100. Just give him outlier. It would help so much. His motion's actually pretty deceiving, but the no outlier and then the two seam's always pretty bad, and he always has low hit per nines. It never just works out properly, and it kind of sucks. I wish his curveball wasn't the second pitch. There's a couple of things to hold him back. He's one of the worst good pitchers in the game. If you use them, you might be able to do something if they aren't good, but if you're playing anybody half decent, they're going to have a bad time. So, Vita Blue, start off the list, baby. Next, we have 99 overall Signature Series Joey Votto. Sig Series in general this year were horrible. Outside of like Randy and Babe Ruth, the Sig Series line was absolutely just not cash money, not swag. Joey Votto has a Hall of Fame career, and they did this man so dirty. I mean, he's barely even good versus righties. 117, 100 as just a first baseman is just not going to do it at any level. He came out, and I don't think a single person used this card this year. 107, 92 for his lefties is fine for reverse splits, I guess. 92 vision. He's just so incredibly mid for a guy that we grew up with and is getting towards the end of his career, too. I mean, he's 31, and he's kind of had a lot of injuries as he's gone on. I would love to see him get a better card next year. Hopefully that happens, because this Joey was not it. Next up, we have 99 overall finest Willie Adamas. Willie Adamas is a very weird one because he was definitely deserving of a card. He had a very good year, hit a lot of home runs over for the Brewers. The problem is with this card, he has 98 fielding, 77 speed. That's all fine and dandy. The hitting stats are okay. They're not great. They're okay. The reverse splits and max power versus right's pretty nice. But you have to do an entire season of mini seasons, the whole thing, and win it, just to get this Willie Adamas. And winning it shouldn't be too difficult, especially if you just throw it on rookie. There's not like a skill gap that you have to start at, like if you had to start on Hall of Fame or something like that. But you still have to get through an entire season of mini seasons that I don't particularly like doing, and I know a lot of other people that I know don't particularly like, just to get this card that is so painfully okay. He's not fast. The only thing he does really well is field and hit with power versus righties, but even the contact is really low, and vision. Willie is not very good for the work you got to put in for him, and that's why he's on this list. What did they do to my boy, dude? Logan Webb had a 90 overall Face of the Franchise card that came out at the beginning of the year. Opening day, it came out, and that card was amazing. I P5'd it. I used it in so many events, and he was so good for me all year long until I eventually took him out. I don't like staying with P5s all that much, but then here he comes in this one, right? They give him a finest card, and it's like, oh, awesome. He had a really good postseason card last year. This is going to be another great starter. Sinker, cutter, slider, we're chilling. They took away his cutter, and he throws slower. So not only does he not get up to 97, 98 anymore like his postseason card last year, but they took away his cutter. So now he has 4 pitches. One is a sinker, one's a fastball, and they're both slow. What did they do to my boy? The 112 hit 100K is okay. 112 hit particularly is pretty good. The K is not great. 119 BB9 is nice. He'll hit his spots pretty well. But like, this is 4 pitches when he just was better. He was so much better. I'd rather use his 90 overall. I don't even think I'm kidding. Logan, come on, bro. You're better than this. No, you're not. You're on the worst 99s of the game. Speaking of you're better than this, 99 overall finest Orel Hershiser. This is the second consecutive year that they did my boy Orel Hershiser dirty. Everybody loves some dirty Orel. And it's such a shame because when he had his face of the franchise card 2 years ago, that was the best pitcher in the game, in my opinion, from the day he came out until the end of the year. And it wasn't because he threw hard. It wasn't because, like, sinker cutter mix, although it is amazing. Sinker cutter, curveball, changeup, slider is, like, one of the best pitch mixes in the game. It was because of his delivery. And they changed his delivery for God knows what reason last year. And then they're like, okay, we changed his delivery, but at least we're going to give him a milestone no-hitter card. So last year he had a no-hitter. He had max per nines. Nobody used him still because his new delivery stinks. So this year, like, oh, well, you guys didn't use Orel last year because his delivery wasn't good. So guess what we're going to do? Not only are we going to keep it, but we're going to give him worse stats. 103.98. Oh, my God, they murdered him. Oh, my God, they murdered him. I miss good Orel. I should call her. I'm going to call her. Hold on 1 second. Why did they make Orel Hershiser bad? Next, we have 99 overall, Bruce Sutter, and this is actually the best that they could really do. First of all, RIP Bruce Sutter. He did die this last year, so big RIP, and they did wind up giving him a better card, and that was very nice of them. The problem is just, like, his cards don't play in this game at all. Splitter, four-seam slider is, like, the most basic mix ever, and then he doesn't throw hard. The splitter and the slider are almost the same speed. He does have great per nines, so if there's any redeemable thing about this card, it's that. And if you need to put him on a theme team, he's probably usable-ish for an inning or a batter or two. I don't know. But 3 pitches, he doesn't throw hard. It's just not at all what you want to see. And Bruce, again, RIP, but this card's not good. Ooh, I've been licking my chops about this one. This is legitimately maybe the worst finest card they've ever given us since they started juicing them, quote unquote. When they first started giving us finest cards, they weren't like the best. This one came out in 2020. Every team got a finest card that year. And I remember looking at it and I'm like, wow, ain't nobody using that. He's only good versus lefties, but only on the contact side. He only has 100 power versus left. His stats versus righties are horrible, especially in a right-handed pitching meta. He's not fast at shortstop. He plays the whole infield, so I guess that's cool. You probably put him at third if you really wanted to. But, like, why would you do that? Why would you use him? Spare yourself. What are you doing with Miguel Rojas? Dodgers legend, by the way. So maybe he's going to go to the Dodgers and become Derek Jeter 2.0. He's going to turn into prime Cal Ripken, start hitting tanks all the time, win an MVP like he's Jimmy Rollins without the switch hitting. I don't know. But this card is only redeemable quality is he has 95 fielding. And it's crazy about that. He has 71 arm. So he's just not even good at fielding. Oh, my. Cy Young. He throws a curveball, a sweeping curve, a changeup, and a screwball. They're all the same speed. And then he throws 100 for some reason. He's a very fun card. Don't get me wrong. I love throwing him against people, especially like in friendlies. Like if you come by my chat and you ask for friendlies and I say yes, I'll throw guys like this because it's kind of fun. But he is just so bad. He's just so bad. Don't use him at all. 101 and 100 per nines too. Oh man. They named an award after him. I wouldn't even want to win it. Give me something else. Give me anything else. Next up, we have 99 overall David Fletcher, another terrible shortstop. Dear Lord. At least he's faster than Miguel Rojas. And at least this card has like a quote-unquote niche, right? He's like full contact. This is just a contact goon. But 65 power, bro. He gets up to 70 at max. And hey, I already hear the keywords. David Fletcher supremacy. Shut up. This card stinks. Come on, man. Don't give me this basura. Come on, SDS. Never give me this again. Don't ever flashback this one again. Next up, we have Pryor. This is probably the best card on the list. Maybe. He's like one of the best cards on the list. He actually has like a super sneaky delivery, and he kind of gets hard to hit. But like 94 hit per 9 on a 99 overall card is like the grossest and most negligent thing ever. That's not even 100, and this card's supposed to be the highest overall possible. And it's not even that little orange color in the bar where it pulsates when it's not a screenshot. It's not even that. Mark, my brother. I'm not rocking with Mark. And Mark's not rocking with us, I'll tell you what. Oh, Bert Blyleven. He we need more Twins legends in this game, because every time we have a team affinity or like a legend type of card come out, Twins fans hold their breath. They will hold it to the end of time to pray that it is not Bert Blyleven that they're getting representing their team. He was fantastic for them. He's an all-time great. I get it. I don't care. I don't care. Look at this card. 88 hit per 9. He throws 95. 2 curveballs. It's not even like, at least with Cy Young, it was a sweeping curve and a 12-6. This is a curveball and a 12-6 curveball. Bert, be better, bro. Oh, Willie Mays, Willie Mays, Willie Mays. This card has nothing truthfully wrong with it. This is a very fine card. If you change the name, say this card's name was Julio Rodriguez at the beginning of the year before we knew he was going to win Rookie of the Year and pop off. If they gave Julio a 99 that looked like this, we would have been like, yeah, that's awesome. Or like a couple of years ago, if this was like a Joe Adele, we'd be like, dude, look how good this 99 Joe Adele is. He's pretty usable for a prospect. No. Instead, Willie Mays, arguably the best player of all time. Yeah, the best player of all time. Yeah. Come on. Always an endgame outfielder. He doesn't even have max speed. He doesn't have max fielding. He doesn't have a good arm. He doesn't have a good reaction. What are we talking about? None of his hitting attributes even get above 110 besides the one that starts that way. And the swing is already terrible. The only good thing about this card compared to Willie's in the past is that he plays first. But why would you put this at first base? Frank Thomas was better than him day one. This card came out like 7 months later. It's disgusting. The card art's amazing, though. It's a waste of a good card art. I'm sad I didn't get to see this in lineups because look how cool that is. Willie Mays is mostly bad because of the name. He should just be so much better than this. It's such a shame. I think if you go to every game that this card has come out, so MLB The Show 19, MLB The Show up to now, 19, 20, 21, because this card has come out in all of them for some reason. He was the World Series MVP that year. I remember going to get him. He sucked that year. He sucked the next year. He sucked the year after that. It was bad this year. The most basic mix ever. He doesn't have a single stat besides stamina over 100. Oh, sorry. Clutch. Pitcher clutch. My bad. Pitcher clutch. Let me go take that to the bank and deposit it for a house loan real quick. Thank God he's maxed out in that. Dear Lord. Steven Strasburg is... I hope he gets healthy and gets like a better card one day. But like, I haven't even seen him pitch since this game. That's the only reason they keep doing this. He hasn't pitched since this. Ay Dios. And finally, the last worst 99 overall in the game is 99 overall Johnny Bench, the 1,000 RBI club. This is maybe more disrespectful than Willie Mays, because at least with Willie Mays, they made him fast. Not even 88 speed's not that quick. So like, slow your roll. Like, they're like, oh man, how do we make Johnny Bench a 99? Well, we'll give him every position so that he gets like secondary bonuses. Write that down. This is arguably the best catcher of all time. He's like a top 3 best catcher of all time. Compare this card to 99 Sean Manaea. Sean Manaea runs laps around this guy. Compare this card to prospect Francisco Alvarez, and you will crap your pants. This dude stinks. And I mean, his swing is already bad enough. They can at least max him out like they do with Mike Schmidt every year, and then we still don't use him. But it's like, hey, his swing's bad. What can you do? No, this card, swing sucks. He got a big head, and his stats are horrible. This is the best catcher of all time. I am sick to my stomach. Absolutely terrible. And those are the worst 99 overall cards in this game. Let me know if you guys agree or if there's any other ones that I missed. I'm sure there are. If you like any of the cards in this list, I'm sorry. But, like, I'm happy you're having fun. But, like, whew, they're not good. But, like, I'm happy for you. You know what I'm saying? If you guys like the content, make sure you like and subscribe down below. We are approaching 250 subs already as we head into MLB The Show 23. That is amazing. And we have been growing a lot. And I appreciate everybody commenting and liking and all that good stuff while we have gone through the tier list. So thank you guys. I look forward to more content with you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.